I do believe we are live with yet another episode of the $3 Down podcast. Good Lord, dude. We're back. Episode 97, to be specific. 97 episodes. We're almost there, dude. Almost there to the big 100. Good Lord. Not too shabby, man. Not too shabby at all. I mentioned in the last episode that I picked up a new pair of headphones. The not Audio Technica, Corsair HS 80, I believe it's what these are called. These things are great. Seriously, I've been using them for about a day now, but they are very comfortable. They sound great, and it just goes to show like how bad my previous ones sounded, because this entire time I'm over here thinking that everything is so quiet. Every time I listen to any form of media, I would always have to put it all the way to full volume to be able to even hear it. I thought that was normal because that's just how my old headphones were right out the box. I thought that was normal. But this entire time they were just incredibly quiet for some reason, because these, holy God, I almost blew my eardrums out when I tried listening to a song at full volume on Spotify, because that's what I always used to do, because that's the only way I can enjoy a song, because it was just so damn quiet if it was anywhere else other than full volume with my old headphones. These new ones, I tried listening to a song at full volume. I almost went deaf. Literally blast. I felt my brain vibrating, dude. I was so scared. I was so scared. That shit hurt real bad. I had to turn it down. And I guess that's how they're supposed to be, dude. That's everywhere as well. That's not just on Spotify. That's on YouTube, Twitch, fucking random as like Twitter videos, TikTok, stuff like that. If I'm listening to something at full volume with these new ones on, it'll blow my eardrums out. They are so loud, but they sound good. And I guess that's fine, dude, because as long as they're in the middle, they still sound crisp. They still sound as good as, well, not as good. It sounds better than the other ones were at full volume. Like it was crazy, dude. This entire time, those headphones were just so damn quiet, and I thought it was normal. I thought it was acceptable. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolute nonsense. But these are great. These are great. I think they're getting broken in pretty well. Like it's fitting the shape of my dome much better than it was yesterday. Yesterday it seemed really tight on my head, but after using it for a bit, I think it's getting broken in, stretching itself out a bit to fully adjust to my head. It's feeling nice, dude. It's feeling great. And I was watching my previous podcast episodes back on YouTube, because I watch them to like see how it sounds and whatnot, if I'm talking too loud, stuff like that, if it looks good. And I was watching myself and I was thinking to myself, why does it look like I'm about to cry? Seriously, because for people who may be listening to this without the video enabled, for some reason, I think this, and I'm me, so I feel like I should know better than anybody. When I'm looking at myself back on these podcast episodes, it looks like I'm fucking sad as hell. It looks like I'm about to cry, but I'm not. I'm not about to cry. I feel great. I feel fine, but I'm just watching my face, and it looks like I'm about to burst into tears at any second. That's just I guess, my natural talking face, and I just look so sad. Like I feel like my eyebrows are just scrunched up into oblivion. Like I'm just sitting there. Just anything is about to set me off. The floodgates are about to open. It looks like I'm like right there, right on the verge of crying. I'm not too sure why, because in the middle of the episodes, I'm great. I'm fine. And then I don't feel like crying or anything. Why would I? I'm making a fucking podcast episode. There's nothing emotional going on here, dude. But I'm looking back and it just looks like I'm about to cry. You know how some people have like a resting bitch face, or they just look like an angry individual just by looking at their face? You would think this person's angry as hell, but that's just how they look. That's the same concept for me, at least while I'm talking, at least in my opinion. And like I said, I feel like I should know better than anybody, considering that is me. I am me, and I know my face, you know what I mean? So I'm not too sure why I look like that. My face does weird things. I look a little rough sometimes. Let's just say that. It's rough. Good Lord, dude. Not too sure why, but it is what it is. And today we finally had another normal stream before this episode earlier today, about a couple hours ago. We were playing Elden Ring. We finally got back into Elden Ring, and I'm playing it with the randomizer enabled. We went to Nexus Mods, found a nice little item randomizer. So far, so good. I've been having some fun with it. It's pretty fun. In Elden Ring, I haven't played Elden Ring since April. And I felt a little rusty because I've been playing like Dark Souls 3 a whole bunch. I forgot you could jump. Jumping feels so good in Elden Ring, dude. I forgot you could crouch. Jesus Christ, crouching is great. And the interact button is Y, not A. And I'm over here, every time I reach like a door I've got to open or a person I have to talk to, I'm over here spamming A, and that just makes my character jump over and over again. The interact button in Elden Ring is Y. So that was a little bit rough. And to two-hand it in Dark Souls 3, you just press Y to two-hand it, to two-hand your weapon. In Elden Ring, you got to hold Y and then press the corresponding button or shield or whatever that you want to two-hand. So it was a little bit rough, but now we've gotten back into the swing of things, and we spent like 40 minutes trying to fight that tree sentinel boss. Good God, dude. Good Lord, it was fucking brutal. But so far so good. I'm enjoying it. It's I haven't run into any problems so far, at least. So hopefully we can keep it up. We'll try to beat it, but we'll see how it goes. It's really all I can say. Hopefully we beat it, but you know, Elden Ring's a fucking long ass game. It's a long ass game, dude. So I might beat it. I really just needed something to play because I mentioned a few episodes ago, it's like a gaming drought right now, at least for me. There's not a lot of stuff out right now that really interests me, that I really care about, that I really want to play. It's just how it is right now, dude. There's really no games out there that I give a shit enough about to play. Elden Ring was fun, and I only played through Elden Ring once, and I haven't played it modded, so I figured, it should be fun. I haven't played it in a while. Modded too. Well, modded, all is really added is just a randomizer. But still, dude, a nice fresh experience for me. It's not too bad. Elden Ring's got me covered for now, but there is a game I've been wanting to try. It's called Escape from Tarkov. I kind of want to try that game. I kind of want to try it, but I don't know if it's a game for me, you know what I mean? I've been watching a lot of people stream it, a lot of people's YouTube videos about it, and it looks like a pretty fun game. I like those types of games where it's a bit more tactical. You got to think about your approach a bit more, not just like run and gun, guns blazing, let's just kill everybody we see type of deal, real fast pace. In terms of shooters like that, when it comes to shooters, I like things to be a bit more slow, a bit more tactical. So this might be a game I try out sometime in the future, dude. Maybe. It looks pretty fun. Whenever I see people stream it, I'm always interested in it, and it's got me intrigued. So what was that noise? Oh my God, that was my headset again. I still haven't gotten used to it. If no sound is being played through these headsets for maybe like, I don't know, like 5 something minutes, I guess, it just turns off by itself and it plays the loudest fucking noise. It's kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind that it turns off because it saves power. It saves its battery, but holy shit, the noise it makes, it goes like doo doo doo, but it's loud as hell. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. But Tarkov could be a game that I play sometime in the future because it looks pretty fun. It looks like a game I may enjoy, but I also read like a lot of posts on Reddit about how some people, you know, are having some gripes with it, you know, and the way it's going, the way the developers are taking the game. So I don't know. We'll see though, dude. We'll see. Because right now, in terms of games, there's really nothing going for me. It's rough. It truly is. And you know what I've been craving recently? I mentioned this like many podcast episodes ago, but there's this candy called Lucas, and it's like it's hard to describe, but it's like a powdery sweet candy. it's mango flavored. I'm pretty sure there's multiple flavors, but the only flavor I've tried is mango. And mango, it's really good. I mean, like just plain and simple, it is ridiculously good. It's kind of addictive for some reason, but it's really good. And I haven't had it in a while. I've been craving it. But the last time I bought it off of Amazon. And when it came in, I opened it up. The package, because it comes in these like little individual little baby bottles, essentially. And all of them were like solid, moist and solid. And I'm not too sure why in God's name that was or how that came to be. But literally, moist and solid are the two things it is absolutely not supposed to be. I even tasted it a little bit. Holy fuck, I should not have done that. It was awful because I wanted to see if it still tasted all right. If it maybe, I don't know, if this is like a new thing for them. I wanted to see if it still tasted fine. No, it tasted awful. And it comes in like a pack of 12, I think, or 10. It was fucking terrible, dude. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, Mr. Cheeseman, but I'm not. I should have disabled that whenever I do these episodes, but I apologize. I'm not gonna do that. Christ, Chief. But thanks for stopping by, Mr. Cheeseman with Cheese. Appreciate it, my good sir. Friendly reminder to the people listening to this without the video. I am currently streaming live on Twitch. And there are people in the chat, so I am also talking to the people in the chat when they appear. If you hear me go off and start saying something random, that is why. So thanks for stopping by, my good sir. Appreciate it. But I am not going to talk for like 10 minutes or however long I set that redemption. Good Lord. So I'm scared to buy Lucas. I don't want to have another experience like that because it's like $15 or some nonsense, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy for like how little of it you receive in the little bottles. But that was $15 and I couldn't return it. And it was just terrible. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I've been craving the normal kind of Lucas so far, but I'm not sure where to get it from, dude. If not Amazon. No store out here sells it. It was everywhere out in California. You could go to any gas station and it was always in there or whatever. But out here in Georgia, it's like impossible to find. You cannot find it, dude. At least not in the stores I've been in. I cannot find it. But a whole bunch of mainstream candy here. You never find any of those odd little Mexican candies and whatnot out here. So it is what it is. But maybe I'll try my luck again and buy it off of Amazon. But I'm not too confident in that. Good Lord. Mr. Cheeseman says, just had a steak and it was probably the best non-junk food I have ever consumed in my life. The flavor can't be beat. That's powerful, Chief. Very powerful. You can't go wrong with a nice, solid steak. Was it medium, though, Chief? I believe that's the best temperature to eat your steak. A nice medium. Maybe a medium rare. No more than that, though. No rare. None of that mess. Not medium well. Not well done. I mean, to each their own if that's how you enjoy it, but not for me. Medium, but for me, is the way to go. Medium well, that's respectable, Chief. If that's the way you like to eat your steak, more power to you. Medium well, that's all right. But any more than that, nah. Medium rare, it's all right. Any less than that, nah, not for me. Medium, it's good to go. We're good to go. See, my dad has that problem. It's hilarious. How are you going to ask me how I like my steaks and then do the exact opposite? My dad does that all the time. Whenever he makes a steak, he says, "Oh, how do you like yours cooked?" Medium. It comes out rare as hell. Dude, Jesus, I don't like rare steaks. I hate them. I do not like rare steaks at all. Well done steaks, I can't eat it. Medium well, that's fine. But anything else, no. Every time he asks me, what do you want? And then all the steaks turn out rare. It's rough, dude. It's rough, but it is what it is. I haven't had a nice steak in a long time. Today we had some salmon. Some salmon today, and that salmon was delicious, I will say. I literally just ate it maybe about an hour and a half ago. Like as soon as I finished the first stream today, I had some salmon. They sous vide. These people, man. These people. My parents. Why did I say that? These people. My parents, they bought themselves a sous vide machine, man, and they've been on a sous vide rampage, sous videing everything. They had some sous vide chicken thighs, some sous vide salmon today, and I will say it came out really well. I'm not gonna lie, I can't bash them. I mean, it's their money; they can buy whatever they want. They've been buying all these cooking appliances. They bought their own little pizza oven. They bought a pizza oven, dude, and a bread maker so that they can make their own dough. And they've been making pizza. Oh my God, they made so much pizza. They made so much pizza because they kept trying it out over and over again. And they wanted me to taste every single pizza they made. They made like 7 different pizzas. Holy God, I can't eat pizza from like a few months. Too many pizzas, dude. But I will say that salmon did come out really good in the sous vide machine. Really flavorful. Honestly, probably the best tasting salmon I've had like ever. It was really good. So that sous vide machine is all right in my book, I will say. Cheese Man with Cheese says, my dad made the steak and he kind of burnt it, so I had to do an operation and remove the burnt part. It's all right, Chief. That's respectable. That happens sometimes. Like, you just got to scrape off the burnt part and move on. What food does that happen with a whole bunch where I had to do that sometimes? I don't remember. But I remember they kept cooking something and it came out burnt, and I had to scrape off the burnt part to make it edible. I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was salmon. It was salmon. They made marinated. It was like teriyaki salmon, and it, you know, because it's so like sweet and stuff. It burned really hard. It burned like the outside of the salmon was like charred. I literally had to fucking pry it out like I was opening up a gift. Remove the burnt nonsense, dude, because it was the teriyaki sauce burned so hard. Granted, the salmon still tasted good. It still tasted like teriyaki sauce, but the outer crust of the salmon was so badly burnt. Had to, like you said, perform an operation to get to the good bits of it, you know? There's some foods where the burnt part actually tastes like pretty good. Like burnt ends, brisket, stuff like that. Burnt ends. That stuff is pretty good. It's really good. But that stuff where it's like marinated in some mess and then that marinade gets burnt in the process, it usually does not taste good at all. It's literally just like burnt marinade you're eating and it does not taste good. Does not taste good, dude. It's rough. It's rough. But they haven't been doing that in a while. I mean, it's kind of hard to burn sous vide stuff, but I see what you mean, Chief. It's understandable. It is understandable. And their pizza maker, I just mentioned him. That pizza maker is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I will say that pizza maker is pretty cool. They made like a whole bunch of random pizzas, dude. They put like Italian sausage on there, whole bunch of peppers, and a whole bunch of what's that stuff called, dude? Oh my God, what is that called? I forget, but it was really good. The only problem was like it was so small. It was the crust was ginormous, and the actual part of the pizza with like cheese on it and stuff was like very small. It was mainly like crust. So they had to figure out where they were going wrong with that. I'm still not too sure what kept happening, what they kept doing for that to keep happening, but that was the only problem with it. Get a holding. I try, Chief. I try. I mean, I mainly before every episode, I put like I just open up like a notepad thing and make a whole bunch of talking points, and that's what I'm looking at right now. So that's what keeps it going. Hey, but I appreciate that, my good sir. Thank you very much. But that was the only problem with their pizza. It was mainly like 90% crust, and then normal pizza on the other end. So you ate like 2 bites of the cheese and everything else, and then all that was left was like just a lump of crust like this thick. It's rough, man. It's rough, but it tasted good. It did taste good. It was very tasty, but I cannot eat anymore. They made too many, man. Like 6 or 7 of them, and they kept giving me my own, like a whole pizza for me to eat. And I ate it all. It was good, but too many now. I was like, are you guys going to keep on making pizzas? Because it was like 2 days in a row where they just kept making nothing but pizza. And I was like, oh boy. Oh my God, please, God, no more. I can't take it anymore. I'm going to fucking throw up because there's so much pizza. Lord have mercy. Chief, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. How's it going? How's it going? Thank you very much. But I can't eat any more pizza. I don't care whose pizza it is. I just can't eat it anymore. I think I'll be sick if I eat another slice of pizza. I gotta wait at least a few more months before I feel comfortable to eat another thing of pizza. Good Lord. But thanks for stopping by, Chief. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I'm glad there's actually my bad. Sorry about that. There's a few people. Hold on. My first piercing and I'm loving it. How have you been? Not too shabby, Chief. Not too shabby at all. I cannot deny. But I'm glad you're enjoying your first piercing. Very nice indeed, but thanks for asking. If pizza was actually healthy, I would literally only eat pizza. Chief, nah. I mean, I guess there's some foods that I can eat a whole bunch of. Pizza is not one of them. Pizza's good, don't get me wrong. I love pizza, but I can't eat too much. Like if I eat 2 pizzas in a like 2 days in a row, pizza 2 days in a row, I'd get tired of it too much. There's certain foods I can eat like multiple days in a row and be fine with it. Like fettuccine alfredo. That's like one of my favorite foods. I can eat that shit. I literally almost did for like I think like 5 days in a row. I ate nothing but fettuccine alfredo, and that was when I was home alone. And I made just a gigantic pot of fettuccine alfredo, and that's all I ate for 5 days, and it was great. I could have kept going too, but they came home and we went back to eating normal food. But I can do that. But pizza, nah. I think it's because there's so much going on with pizza. You know what I mean? My mom makes that sometimes. Never tried it though. I'm guessing you want me to. You should, Chief. You can't go wrong with it. You can't go wrong with it. The only problem is my dad has a problem with eating like white creamy food. He does not like eating that. He gets sick because he had a bad experience with white creamy food in his past, and he like gets sick at the sight of it and at the taste of it. So we can't like make fettuccine alfredo. I mean, we can, but he won't be able to eat it, and if he sees it, he gets very sick. So I don't eat it as often. That's why I made it a whole bunch of it when I was home alone, because there was really nobody there but me. So I didn't have a problem with it. But you should, Chief. It tastes good. It tastes good. You can go to the store. Well, you say your mom makes it. Yeah, have your mom make it. It's not to have your mom make it. Ask your mom if she can make some. Or make it yourself. It's very easy to make. Very easy to make. You could go to the store and get those little pre-made jars of Alfredo sauce, like the Prego ones or whatever. Don't get ragu. I tried the ragu ones. Those taste, it has like a sour taste to it. I don't know what's going on there, but the Prego, is it Prego or Pregu? It's one of those. Pregu, I think. Or is it Prego? I think it's Prego. Those are really good. The Prego pre-made jars, and I can hardly find those anywhere. Every time they get stocked up on the shelves at like Walmart or Kroger's or whatever, they immediately get fucking bought up into oblivion. It's rough, dude. So it's hard to find those, at least out here, but they're good if you can find them. You always see ragu ones still there because no one likes them. They taste like trash. The Alfredo ones, at least. The Prego ones, they're a bit more expensive, but a small price to pay for salvation. You know what I mean? Food shouldn't be sour unless it's candy. I gotta agree with you. If I'm eating something like savory like that, and it comes out, unless it's like got lemon in it, but like I don't put lemon in Alfredo nonsense. And when I tasted it and it tasted sour, I'm like, okay, does this like taste bad? Has this gone bad or something? It did not taste good. Unless I know there's lemon in it and I'm expecting it to be maybe a little bit sour. But that Alfredo, nah. I tasted it. It tasted off. And I thought it was just maybe that one particular jar. No, it's like consistent throughout all their Alfredo jars. It was not good. It was not good. So ragu is like gone. I bought like 3 jars of that mess too. So that was kind of a waste of money, but it is what it is. Alfredo, can't go wrong with it, Chief. Can't go wrong with it. Good Lord. Alfredo and like What's another food I can eat a whole bunch of? Burgers, like fast food joints, like McDonald's. I mean, I feel like that's anybody. You can't really go wrong with it. I can eat McDonald's like multiple days in a row. Probably not a good thing, but I can. And I've done that before. But probably not good for my heart. Jesus, but I have done it. It can be done, but just pizza, even if it's like different branded pizza like Domino's, going into Pizza Hut, going into Papa John's, I can't do it. I can't do it. So try fettuccine Alfredo though. It's really good. I love Italian food. You can't go wrong with it. My family does too, except for my dad. My dad's the only one who doesn't. That's the main reason we don't make as much of it as we could be. So it is what it is though, dude. Speaking of that, I haven't had fettuccine Alfredo in a long time. It was the last time was when I made that big pot. And that was like last year. Good Lord. I might have to make some, dude. He doesn't have to eat it, and he doesn't have to see it. I can make a gigantic pot of it, freeze it, take it to work when I'm ready. Be good to go, dude. That stuff could last me like a couple weeks. If it's just me eating it, and maybe I just take it to lunch or whatever, that could last me a long time. Good Lord. It's not too shabby, man. But we'll see. We'll see. But I do believe that this is good. A good place to stop. Good Lord, dude. It is what it is. But before we go, at the end of every episode, I do it at the end of every single podcast episode, except for the last two. I always recommend a song that people should try out. A song people should go and listen to if they want to, dude. I have had many a people say, Isaac, I was listening to your podcast. I listened to that song you recommended. That was one of the best songs I've ever heard in my entire life. Thank you. Thank you very much for showing me that song. I've had people do that. I'm telling you, I had. Dragon Force, no one, I heard one person, they told me they had never heard of Dragon Force before. I told them to listen to Reasons to Live by Dragon Force. They said that was one of the best songs they've ever heard, and now Dragon Force is one of their favorite bands. It's incredible, dude. Good Lord. So today, I don't really like pre-plan the songs I recommend. I'm literally just scrolling through my playlist right now, and whatever I'm going to keep scrolling. Whatever my eyes lay upon first is what I'm going to recommend. Right there, it stopped. I'm going to recommend, how do you even pronounce that? What in the world? Jarfer by Hulkoff. Yes. I know that song. I've listened to that song many a times. It's a good song. It's pronounced Jarfer or something. Harfer. It's spelled Jarfr. Jarfer? Harfer? I don't know. But it's a good song. That's the first thing my eyes saw when I opened up the playlist and scrolled a bit. It's a good song. A bunch of Hulkoff songs is good. That's the singer of that Raubtier guy, which is also one of my favorite bands. Good Lord. I could make a whole podcast episode just explaining how good and why Raubtier is one of the greatest creations of mankind ever. Literally. It's ridiculous, dude. But I'm done. That's the song. Big thanks to everyone who stopped by today. Very much appreciated. Again, I am live on twitch.tv right now as I speak. If you want to catch these streams, you can come by at twitch.tv/BoreRealDevotee. I also have a YouTube channel where I also upload these episodes. That is youtube.com/BoreRealDevotee. I also have a TikTok. Who'd have thunk it? It's the same name as my Twitch and YouTube, BoreRealDevotee. Thank you all very much for listening. Have a good one. Goodbye, Mr. Cheeseman, and everybody who stopped by today in the chat. Thank you very much for participating. Enjoy yourself. Have a good one. And goodbye.